Welcome back to USA Coins. Get ready for a mega journey into US coin history, because today we're diving deep into one of the most underrated, yet powerful coins of the 1970s era. Featuring the legendary Abraham Lincoln, the Lincoln cent is more than just a penny, it's a symbol of American identity, resilience, and everyday life. Now, let's go deeper than ever before into the story of the 1973 Lincoln cent. The 1973 Lincoln cent stands as a true reflection of its time period, when the United States was facing economic pressure, inflation, and major changes in daily life. Even though it looks like a simple coin, it carries the weight of a nation's history in your pocket. This coin continues the iconic design first introduced in 1909. The obverse features the profile of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, making it the first U.S. coin to ever feature a real person. By 1973, this design had already become one of the most recognized coin portraits in the world. On the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial stands tall, introduced in 1959. If you look closely, you can even see a tiny figure of Lincoln seated inside the memorial, making this one of the most detailed designs ever placed on such a small coin. Minting and production era. In 1973, the U.S. Mint was producing coins at an enormous scale to meet public demand. These pennies were struck at Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, San Francisco, proof coins only. Hundreds of millions of coins were produced, making it extremely common in circulation. But here's the twist: because they were so common, most were heavily used, meaning finding a clean, untouched example today is surprisingly difficult. The 1973 penny is made of 95% copper, giving it that rich reddish-brown tone collectors love. This is important because after 1982, the composition changed to mostly zinc, making older copper pennies like this more desirable. Many collectors today even separate copper pennies because of their metal value and historical importance. So this coin is not just collectible, it's part of a disappearing era of real metal currency. Even though the 1973 Lincoln cent is common, some rare varieties can turn it into a valuable treasure. Off-center strikes, double die errors, clipped planchettes, die cracks, and minting flaws. These errors can increase the value from a few dollars to hundreds, depending on rarity and condition. Value and worth breakdown. Circulated coins: 1 cent, 5 cents. Bright red uncirculated, $1, $5 plus. High grade, MS 65 and above, $10, $50 plus. 1973S proof coins can go even higher. Condition is everything. A shiny red, flawless coin is far more valuable than a warm brown one. Why this coin matters. The 1973 Lincoln cent might seem ordinary, but it represents a time before major changes in U.S. coinage. It's part of the last generation of true copper pennies, and it connects collectors directly to a powerful era of American history. Millions were made, but very few survived in perfect condition. So next time you see a 1973 penny, don't ignore it, look closely. You might be holding more than just 1 cent. You might be holding history. Now let's move on to the next coin in our series, the 1975 Lincoln cent. The 1975 Lincoln cent continues the long-standing legacy of Abraham Lincoln, a design that has remained one of the most iconic in U.S. coinage history. By 1975, the Lincoln cent was already deeply established in everyday circulation, but the era itself was going through important economic and monetary developments. This coin features the classic obverse portrait of Abraham Lincoln, originally designed by Victor David Brenner, while the reverse displays the Lincoln Memorial, introduced in 1959. By 1975, this design had become a symbol of consistency and national identity, making the penny instantly recognizable across generations. Minting background. The 1975 Lincoln cent was struck in massive quantities to meet the demands of a growing population and active economy. It was produced at Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, San Francisco, proof coins, because of the high mintage. The 1975 penny is very common in circulation today. However, most surviving coins show signs of wear, which makes well-preserved examples more desirable for collectors. Composition and era significance. Like other pennies of this period, the 1975 cent is made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, representing the final years of the traditional copper penny era before the major composition change in 1982. This makes it part of a generation of coins that collectors often seek for their metal content as well as historical value, collector interest, and errors. While not rare in general circulation, the 1975 Lincoln cent can still attract attention when it comes to high-grade uncirculated coins, red luster examples, proof coins from San Francisco. Mint errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, or die cracks. These variations can significantly increase collector value depending on rarity and condition. Value and worth. Circulated coins, 1 cent, 5 cents. Uncirculated coins, $1, $5 plus. High grade, MS 65 plus. $10, $50 plus. Proof coins, 1975S. Higher depending on quality. Final insight. The 1975 Lincoln cent may look like a regular penny, but it represents the stability of a design that has lasted for decades. It reflects a period when U.S. coinage was still rooted in copper and tradition, just before major changes reshaped modern pennies forever. Always check your coins carefully sometimes. The most common coins hide the most interesting stories. So whether it's the 1973 or 1975 Lincoln cent, don't just spend them, inspect them closely. One small detail, a high-grade condition, or a rare error can turn an ordinary penny into something special. Every coin has a story, and sometimes that story is worth more than face value. Stay tuned with USA Coins.